Hello everyone. What we're making today is rice pudding. What you're going to need is some granulated sugar. We're going to need some milk, some heavy whipping cream, some cinnamon sticks, a little bit of salt, pure vanilla extract, some allspice, some ground cinnamon. I like to soak my raisins. You can soak it in bourbon, you can soak it in whiskey, you can even soak it in vanilla extract mixed with some water, or you don't have to soak them at all. I do not have any bourbon. I'm gonna soak it in the Crown Royal Vanilla, and I'm gonna use some white rice. I'm gonna clear off the stove here, get everything ready, and I'll be back to show you what we do next. And it wouldn't be a cooking video if I did not forget anything. We are also gonna need some butter as well. Okay, I have about 1.5 cups of raisins here, and we're just gonna pour some of the whiskey over the raisins. I'm gonna go in every 10 minutes or so and just stir the raisins. And I'll do this the entire time I'm cooking the rice. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is add 4.5 cups of milk. And I am using whole milk. Next, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna add 1 1/4 cups of rice. We're gonna add a couple twists of salt. We're gonna add 1 cup of sugar. Now I like my rice pudding sweet. If you know me, you all know I have a sweet tooth. So I like mine sweet, but if you wanted to do 3/4 cup of sugar or even 1/2 cup of sugar, you could do that. And now I'm adding 2 cinnamon sticks. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this on medium, and we're gonna bring this to a simmer. You do wanna go in occasionally and stir it. So I'm gonna stir it every maybe 3 to 5 minutes or so. I'll give it a stir. Once we get it to a simmer, we're gonna reduce the heat, then we're going to put the lid on it. I will still occasionally stir it just so it doesn't stick. But once we're ready for the next step, I'll be back. You don't want this to come to a simmer when it's on high because you don't want to scald the milk. So what I'm going to do is just, every 3 to 5 minutes or so, I'm going to come in here and just give it a stir. And then once it starts to come up to a simmer or a light boil, I'll be back to show you what we do next. Okay, we are coming to a simmer, so I'm going to go ahead and lower the heat and then go ahead and put the lid on it. Again, I have been stirring my raisins that are in the whiskey. Here I have 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I have 1/2 teaspoon of allspice. In the middle there I have 1/2 tablespoon of cinnamon and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're just gonna set those off to the side, and the heavy cream, I'm actually just going to put in my microwave for now. When we add the heavy cream at the end, we don't want it to be cold. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and simmer this for about 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to let the rice soak up the liquid. Definitely go in and stir it I stir it probably every like 5 minutes or so. But you definitely want to stir it just so it doesn't stick. And then once we're ready for the next step, I'll be back. Okay, so I let mine cook for 40 minutes. And it's looking good. So now go ahead and add your 1/4 cup of heavy cream. And you can add more or less depending on the consistency you're looking for. And we're just going to give that a mix. Now we're going to go ahead and add our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're going to add our cinnamon. And we're going to add our allspice. Go ahead and give that a good mix. And now we can add our raisins. If you wanted to fully strain it, you could. If you want it a little bit thinner, you can add all of the liquid that's in here, which isn't too much, so I think I'm just going to add it all. And we're going to go ahead and give that a good mix. I am going to add a little bit more heavy cream, and that's because I know this gets thicker as it stands. I don't like it super thick. but you can add as much or as little as you'd like. And this can also be served warm or cold. Once I get it to the consistency that I like, I'll go ahead and turn the heat off. I still have it on 2 right now. And then I'll take the cinnamon sticks out as well. So just keep that in mind that it does get thicker as it sits. Okay, my rice pudding is done. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this in a bowl and we'll give it a taste. Okay, let's give our rice pudding a try. I love rice pudding. I like it warm or cold. Right now it's still warm. That's delicious. Nice and creamy. Perfect amount of sweetness. Love it. If you like rice pudding, you have to make this recipe. Delicious. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. And if you make this recipe, please let me know how you like it. And I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.